The O.J. Simpson case, officially titled The People of the State of California vs. Orenthal James Simpson, was one of the most publicized criminal trials in American history. O.J. Simpson, a former NFL football star, actor, and broadcaster, was charged with the murders of his ex-wife Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ronald Goldman. The bodies were discovered outside Brown's Brentwood home in Los Angeles on the night of June 12, 1994, leading to a highly publicized investigation and trial. The case was notable for its extensive media coverage, which turned the courtroom into a television spectacle and sparked widespread public debate on various issues, including race, celebrity, and the American justice system. Simpson's celebrity status, the brutal nature of the crimes, and the ensuing trial of the century captivated the nation and the world. The investigation and evidence. The investigation into the murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman led to O.J. Simpson being identified as a prime suspect early on. Several pieces of evidence were crucial to the prosecution's case, including physical evidence. Bloodstains matching Simpson's blood type were found at the crime scene on Simpson's Ford Bronco and at his home. The glove found at the murder scene had a matching glove at Simpson's residence, both containing the blood of Simpson, Brown, and Goldman. DNA analysis. Advanced for its time, DNA evidence was a cornerstone of the trial. The prosecution argued that the probability of the blood, hair, and fibers belonging to anyone other than Simpson was extremely low. Timeline and alibi. Questions arose about Simpson's whereabouts at the time of the murders. The prosecution attempted to piece together a timeline that contradicted Simpson's alibi. The trial. The trial began on January 24, 1995, and lasted until October 3, 1995, when Simpson was acquitted of both murders. The defense team, led by Johnny Cochran, Robert Shapiro, and F. Lee Bailey, mounted a vigorous defense that challenged the prosecution's evidence and its handling by the Los Angeles Police Department, LAPD. Key defense arguments. Allegations of LAPD misconduct. The defense accused the LAPD, particularly Detective Mark Furman, of racism and mishandling evidence, suggesting that Simpson was framed. Questioning the DNA evidence. The defense argued that the DNA evidence could have contaminated or mishandled during the collection and analysis processes. The glove. A pivotal moment in the trial occurred when Simpson appeared to struggle to fit the glove found at the crime scene onto his hand, leading Cochran to famously remark, "If it doesn't fit, you must acquit." Public and media impact. The trial was broadcast live on television, drawing millions of viewers worldwide and turning key figures in the case into household names. It highlighted racial tensions in America, as public opinion on Simpson's guilt or innocence often fell along racial lines. The case also sparked discussions on the influence of celebrity in the justice system and the reliability of DNA evidence. Aftermath and legacy. Despite his acquittal, Simpson's legal battles continued. In 1997, he was found liable for the wrongful deaths of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman in a civil trial and was ordered to pay $33.5 million in damages to the families of the victims. Simpson's public image never recovered, and in 2008, he was convicted on unrelated charges of armed robbery and kidnapping in Las Vegas, for which he served 9 years in prison before being released on parole in 2017. The O.J. Simpson case remains a defining moment in American culture, raising profound questions about race, justice, media, and celebrity. Its impact is still felt today, influencing how high-profile cases are investigated, reported, and perceived by the public. The case has been the subject of numerous books, documentaries, and a critically acclaimed television series, The People v. O.J. Simpson American Crime Story, which further examined the complexities and controversies of the trial. Dive into the O.J. Simpson saga, key takeaways for today. The O.J. Simpson trial wasn't just a legal battle. It was a mirror reflecting societal issues that are as relevant today as they were back then. Let's explore the crucial lessons from this unforgettable chapter in American history. Media power versus reality. The trial was a media sensation that blurred the lines between entertainment and justice. It's a stark reminder to question and critically analyze the media we consume. Fame's double-edged sword. Simpson's celebrity status turned the courtroom into a stage, showing us how wealth and fame can influence justice. True justice should see beyond the spotlight. A racial divide exposed. This case cracked open the deep-seated racial tensions within the justice system, underscoring the urgent need for dialogue and reform. The dawn of DNA. It introduced the world to the power of DNA evidence, emphasizing the importance of scientific understanding in the pursuit of truth. Spotlight on domestic violence. At its core, the tragedy highlighted the often overlooked issue of domestic violence, reminding us to stay vigilant and supportive of those in need. Wrapping up, the O.J. Simpson case is more than a historical footnote. It's a lesson-packed story urging us to reflect on media influence, the implications of celebrity, the importance of fairness, the power of science, and the fight against domestic violence. Let's carry these lessons forward. The mind behind the O.J. Simpson saga. The O.J. Simpson trial wasn't just legal drama, it was a masterclass in psychology. Here's what it taught us. Mind games. Cognitive dissonance had us grappling with two O.J.s, the beloved icon and the accused murderer. Our brains buzzed trying to reconcile the two. Seeing what we believe. Confirmation bias showed its true colors, with our preconceptions about race, fame, and justice painting our perceptions of guilt or innocence. The power of peer pressure. Inside the jury box, groupthink might have steered decisions, highlighting how seeking agreement can overshadow seeking truth. Memory on trial. The reliability of stressed-out witnesses reminded us how fragile and malleable our memories can be, especially under the courtroom spotlight. Media, the mind twister. The trial's media circus wasn't just entertainment. It was a psychological experiment on a national scale, influencing public opinion and emotions. In short, the O.J. Simpson case is a psychological puzzle, revealing the complex ways our minds navigate conflict, bias, and the quest for truth. It's a reminder to question, to understand the mind's quirks, and to seek clarity beyond the chaos. The O.J. Simpson case legal insights. The O.J. Simpson trial remains a pivotal study in legal practice and jurisprudence, highlighting several key areas within the judicial system. Evidentiary challenges. The trial underscored the critical importance of evidence collection, preservation, and presentation, especially the role of emerging DNA technology in shaping verdicts. Jury dynamics and selection. Simpson's trial spotlighted the complexity of ensuring a fair and unbiased jury, emphasizing the need for transparent jury selection processes and the potential impact of pretrial publicity. Legal strategy and ethics. The case was a battleground for high-stakes legal strategies, showcasing the fine line between zealous advocacy and ethical considerations in defense and prosecution tactics. Media influence. The unprecedented media coverage of the trial raised questions about the effects of media on judicial fairness, igniting discussions on the balance between public interest and the right to a fair trial. Societal impacts on justice. Lastly, the trial highlighted how societal issues, particularly racial tensions, can influence and reflect within the juridical process, calling for continuous efforts toward a more equitable legal system. Conclusion. The O.J. Simpson case serves as a critical lens through which we examine the intersections of law, technology, ethics, media, and society, offering enduring lessons for the legal profession and beyond. Moral reflections on the O.J. Simpson trial. The O.J. Simpson trial, beyond its legal intricacies, prompts a deeper moral contemplation. Integrity in the legal process. The trial stresses the importance of honesty and integrity among all participants, from law enforcement to legal teams and the judiciary. Media responsibility. It raises questions about the media's moral duty to report responsibly and avoid sensationalism that could prejudice the trial's outcome. Public judgment. The case encourages self-reflection on how quickly and on what basis we as a society judge others, often influenced by incomplete information or biases. Victim respect. At its core, the trial is a somber reminder of the victims and their families, underscoring the moral imperative to prioritize their dignity and seek justice with compassion. Societal prejudices. Finally, it highlights the need for ongoing moral vigilance against societal prejudices, particularly racial biases, that can skew the pursuit of justice. Conclusion. The O.J. Simpson trial serves as a moral mirror, reflecting the virtues and vices that influence justice and societal attitudes, urging a commitment to fairness, integrity, and empathy. Spiritual insights from the O.J. Simpson trial. The O.J. Simpson trial, with its dramatic twists and deep human elements, invites us to explore profound spiritual lessons. Seeking truth beyond appearances. The trial challenges us to look beyond the surface, reminding us that spiritual discernment is key in seeking the truth in our lives and the world around us. The role of forgiveness. It prompts contemplation on the power of forgiveness and its place not just in personal healing, but in the broader context of justice and societal reconciliation. Compassion for all. This case opens a dialogue about extending compassion to everyone involved, victims, accused, and their families, highlighting the interconnectedness of all human experiences. Karma and consequences. The trial serves as a reflection on the concepts of karma and the inevitable consequences of our actions, emphasizing the importance of living with integrity and mindfulness. Personal and collective growth. Lastly, the O.J. Simpson trial underscores the potential for personal and societal growth through adversity, encouraging us to seek lessons and spiritual growth in challenging situations. Conclusion. The trial offers a unique lens through which to examine spiritual themes of truth, forgiveness, compassion, karma, and growth, urging us toward deeper understanding and empathy. If you feel that justice is often absent in this world, you're not alone in your thinking. However, those of us who are spiritually awakened understand that every negative action is eventually addressed by the universal law of karma. There are no exceptions, for everything is meticulously documented in the Akashic records. Every thought, word spoken, and action intended is recorded. Therefore, be mindful of your thoughts, as every negative deed begins with a negative thought. I'd love to hear from you in the comments if you're interested in more spiritual content in upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.